100 Thieves. Obviously, they're the nominating for. They went back to back.
Yeah.
You know, London, Anaheim. Anaheim continues to be the one event that nobody has ever won twice.
Yeah.
Which is wild as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no team has won Anaheim twice ever to this day ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody will ever be able to win Anaheim back to back ever again because MLG Open events, as they stand, are gone forever. There's never going to be open events again. I don't know what the plan is for the AM scene or whatever, but do you think that there's going to be something missing now that we're going into franchises becoming a little bit more, obviously, I don't know, professionalized in a sense? Yeah. Do you think that there's going to be? Do you think that there's a missing element there now that we don't have the sort of opportunity for Cinderella story? Not that it would ever happen, but do you think it's? What do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's like weird because like franchising, obviously, it's like. You're playing it. It's like kind of like a regular season, like a playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like from what I know, and I just feel like I don't know if that's COD. I feel like COD is like what we have now is like nice, like it's perfect. Like we do have a regular season, then we have tournaments, and then tournaments are like from different cities, and it's like it's just fun. Like you're playing for a lot of money. And it's like I feel like it always keeps you grinding. You know what I mean? Like I feel like with a regular season and playoffs, you could like kind of cruise it autopilot mode for like a certain point in the game, and then like, all right, a month before playoffs, like, all right, let's turn it on. I feel like with tournaments, it always keeps you going, and it's like always something to grind for. I feel like, and it's like, I'm definitely gonna miss it if it's the end of it, but
it is. It's 100% the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know for sure, but from what I understand, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, there's no more open events like that, and to me, that's like a huge disservice to
100%.
I don't know. There's some sort of there's some magic to that sort of atmosphere. There's some magic to showing up to an event and sort of experiencing it. To know that we're never sort of going to experience that again. To know that we're no longer going to be able to say, "Oh shit, we got Miami. Thursday we got team dinner. You know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's straight grind, going back and forth like nonstop." It gets a little bit taxing in my opinion because what does it look like now? What does it look like next year? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we play every other weekend? Do we play every 3 weekends? I mean, I need to be filled in ASAP. All right. Like,
yeah, I have no idea. I mean, like, I guess it's probably going to be like Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like my only like opinion on it. I have no idea. I'm just preparing for whatever.
I'll tell you one thing. As long as we don't go down the route of Counter-Strike, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Because Counter-Strike is such an incredible esport that the only negative thing that it's got going for it right now is its oversaturation. It's become the UFC of esports, and I'll explain to you why. I've been watching the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, since 1993. I was 13 years old when I started watching it. I think 93 for sure. 94 for certain. 93, 94. And I followed it from beginning all the way to, call it 2 years ago, when they started, when they partnered up with FS1, when there was a fucking fight every single weekend.
Yeah.
And to me, that was just like, geez, I can't fucking keep up.
Like,
I watched every single Ultimate Fighter, the Ultimate Fighter, the show where you go and you know, you get discovered, you fight the tournament. Yeah. I was such a big fan of the UFC that the second they started doing one every other weekend, like I lost so many stories. It was just too much for me to follow. It was too much for me to be so invested into it that I was just like, I can't do this. And that's how I feel about Counter-Strike. When we first stepped into Counter-Strike, I did nothing but watch every single tournament from start to end.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even do that for Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, I only watch my team and that's that, or finals. Or something like that. But I don't sit there and watch the entire tournament the way that I did back in the day with Counter-Strike. Now there's a Counter-Strike team. I'm just Counter-Strike. I can't even be bothered to watch one single match because I know that I'm gonna get to see that shit again. So as long as it doesn't go that crazy, I think that it's good in my opinion. So I don't know how they want or expect this thing to grow even bigger if we're not gonna have the same sort of formats that we've had, because
it's like it's just not like as like hype, I guess you could say. Like no one's gonna like a regular season match, like think about the Pro League right now. Like it's fun to watch, but it's like it's just, you know, it's like it's not the tournament, it's like it's not like the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like people aren't like looking forward to it as much as, but I guess like next year that's like all you have is regular season matches, right? I mean,
but the entire time there's no
until playoffs.
But and I don't know this either. What do you win? Like what is it? You know, here we know that this. Well, how much is Miami?
It's like 100,000 each, I think.
100 if you win first. It's
Win
100,000.
first, yeah, 500,000 for first.
500,000 for first.
It's a lot of money.
What does that look like next year?
I feel like it's just like I don't even know if there's incentives for like winning a certain match. Like I don't know how they're gonna like do it, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't have my meetings until sometime next week.
Gotta fill us in.
Yeah, no, of course. That's just is just a lot of stuff. Have you guys talked to the league about what it looks like next year? Have the players been told like what's what?
We've kind of have an idea, I guess. Like we're all gonna be like, I guess, in the same spot, but it's like no one knows like for like matches and stuff. Like no one knows like how it's gonna go down. Like how much like money is involved and stuff. Like no one really knows.
Yeah,
no one has a final answer. People have like different opinions on how it's gonna be, but
Yeah.
like it's always a different one. It's like what is it?
What do you think of city-based like franchises? I mean, I guess for
So,
us it doesn't matter because we're friends with everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one of those things where I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. You know.
Yeah.
So on that same topic, next year we're gonna play a new game called Modern Warfare. Did you see the review?
I've seen it. I've seen a few streams actually with Tyler Teep, and I've seen Courage play it for a little bit. Like the reveal, it just looks like it kind of looks like COD 4.
Yeah,
but with like I guess like a little bit faster pace, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
If like you watch like Tyler, like obviously he's more experienced than like Courage. So like if you watch Courage, you're like, damn, this game's slow, and then you watch Tyler, like actually never mind.
Yeah.
And then so it's one of those things. So I feel like
they lost.
They lost.
They lost to my brother Syndicate and Legion. They got mopped.
Lost?
Tyler lost. He hasn't talked about it.
Might have to find a new coach. Yeah.
He hasn't talked about it.
No, he kept it a secret, I think. Until now.
You know, Tyler for me as a coach is doing an incredible job. He's not afraid to go on Twitter and tell you guys that he's upset that you guys didn't listen to what the fuck he said.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because when people are on a team, they sort of keep everything behind closed doors, and I like that he's very forward in saying, I told them what to do, and they chose not to do it. And it comes down to those little 50-50 scenarios where we just lost. That one
gunfight.
Yeah, that one scenario where that one dude did the entire loops and then caught.
It was that London.
Yeah.
It was on Control. We literally had the game in the bag.
Yeah.
Literally in the bag.
Yeah.
If we get in that scenario again, I want to say out of 100 times, we're going to close that game out like 98 times, right?
Yeah.
Literally like 90% of the time. And then we killed everybody. And then it was just like one of those things where everyone's going crazy. The crowd's going crazy. Like we know we're about to win. And then we don't communicate and pick up the one, it was on Arsenal. We don't pick up window.
Yeah.
And we always pick it up, but there's always that one guy that picks it up, and nobody picked it up. Kenny Flank killed all three of us. Two of us had our specialist out and everything. And then we're like, oh shit. And then we ended up making it. It was me and Damon in a 2-on-4. I killed 2. And then Damon kills 1. He's on a 1-on-1. And then he dies to Kenny. It's like, oh shit, if we just watch a window, we go up 2-1. Crowd's going crazy. We're all going crazy. We probably close them at map 4 with how much momentum we got. And even then, we have our bread and butter game 5. And then we lose that, and it's like we're kind of all deflated. It's like we try to like regain from it, we try to come back from it, but it's one of those things where it just takes like a toll on you, like a loss like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, like what Tyler said, it's like we just didn't pick it up, and it's like one of those things where everyone is just too focused on other things instead of just slow down, like what's happening, process, look at your mini map, like what's open, let me look at this, and then you look at that, we win.
Yeah,
as simple as that.
Now. There's a shit ton of. I'm again to reiterate. I'm the biggest Call of Duty fan ever. Like I have everything. I have every single game I have the first Call of Duty 2 game that I ever opened, that I ever played. I have everything. When it comes to Call of Duty, I am proud to call myself a nerd. Look at that. That's Modern Warfare 2 night vision goggles, bro, and they work.
Wait, these ones right here?
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually elite, bro.
Yeah, and then I have the Black Ops 1. Then I have the Black Ops 1. Little RC car that's there. So where was I going with that? I don't even know. Maddie's phone went off. Anyway, so Advanced Warfare. Okay, the way that my opinion on Advanced Warfare is, and it's limited. I haven't played it. I can't say it looked like shit because it didn't. It looked incredible. I did notice a whole bunch of different, like a lot of differences in the movement, and that's because it's a completely different engine. The sniping, did you see it was too slow in your opinion?
I was not a fan of the sniper in that game.
It's a little slow, right?
I only played a week of it before. I literally didn't play the whole year. I only played a week of it, and it was like I sniped, and it was like it just felt clunky.
On what?
On the AW.
The new one?
Like Advanced Warfare?
Yeah.
You mean Modern Warfare? Or
Modern
Advanced?
Warfare. Sorry, Modern Warfare.
Oh, you said Advanced Warfare.
My
so
bad.
like,
My bad.
Oh, okay. So
Modern Warfare. Did you see the sniping on that?
I never seen it.
Yeah, it was, in my opinion, way too slow. You can't. It was slow.
There's probably like certain attachments you could use, but like if it's,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's lean. Well, not lean, but that where you go up to a wall and then your whole body's exposed. So I guess it doesn't matter. But at that point, you just disable it. I guess like we did in Ghost and move on. But I don't know. I think it's. I commend Activision for having the balls to switch engines.
Yeah.
15 or 16 years, 13 years into the franchise to completely change everything.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things going on there. And then what worries me too is the fact that they hired and they're bringing in Treyarch to help them finish the game because this, that, and the other is happening. I'm afraid that we're going to end up with another sort of unfinished game. And to me, that's just it's a problem, man, because we're about to go in we're about to go into arguably the most important year in Call of Duty, which is the inaugural season of the franchise league.
Yeah.
And I don't envy the spot that they're in because all eyes are on them. What they're asking us to pay in franchise fees, and then to release a brand new engine, and then to release a brand new format. I don't know. From what I understand, it's like a completely different team now too. It's like I don't know. I haven't really talked to Adam about this, but like I don't know if he's involved in like formatting the tournament. I don't know who's in charge of what at this point. Yeah. And the fact that they haven't told anybody anything about what it looks like 100%. This is the season. This is what it looks like. Like that's a little bit problematic for me too, because when does it start? When does the new franchise league start? Does it start immediately after the release, October 15th? What is October? October 9th or something?
Yeah, it comes up mid-October now.
Yeah, mid-October. Does it start? When does the season start? We're 3 months away from that. Like, we need to know.
Yeah, like people are like, because we have 2 events left, no one's really thinking about this game's coming out really soon, and it's like a completely different format, like you said, that we're used to. Like, we're not used to this whole franchising new game, all this stuff. Like you said, you need info on it. So
yeah, and I'm sure that they will, and I'm sure that they're not doing it on purpose, and I'm sure that there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we don't know about. So we'll give them a break there. But it's an important year that we're going to come up, and for me, it's being a big fan of Call of Duty, being Call of Duty being my favorite video game. I think that there's room for a little bit of here's what's happening. You know what I'm saying?